Hello, this is Jacob Sherman. This is going to be the video for Lab 3, and so I'm using actually one code for both tasks because they can be done simultaneously. So the first thing to look at is the system clock here. I had calculated that the system clock was exactly twice as fast as it needed to be because the duration of the LED blinks was twice as long, or half as long as it should be. So in order to make the blinks twice as long, you needed to cut the frequency in half, so I changed system div, as you can see over here, from 5 to 10, so it should divide the frequency by twice as much, meaning that the duration, instead of being like a sixth of a second, was then a third of a second, or very close to, not exactly that. Then in order to make two LEDs light at once, instead of setting the initial value to 2, which means it's a 1 in the second bit, you set it to 6 so that it's not it's a 1 in the second bit and the third bit. Then down here we have our little conditional. At first there was only one conditional, but I needed 2 to do what I wanted to do. So here, instead of when it's equal to 8, we set it when it's equal to 12. So this means when it's the last 2 bits are lit, instead of just multiplying it by 2, we set it to 10.
That makes sense.
So that instead of the it being equal to 24, which would go off the end of the LEDs, it's set so that the first and the last LED are lit. Then here, we check if that then has gone through again and been multiplied by 2 so that it's 20. So then it would be like past the end, but also the third bit being lit, which is not what we want, or the second bit. We set it back to 6 to reset it so that it's the first 2 LEDs being lit again. And so in order to show you this, I'm going to hit the debug button, and you can see that it's got this pop-up, and yes, we want to shut down the current session. And so then I'm looking over here, it's off because we need to come back this way and start it. And as you can see, the LEDs are flickering, and so it's doing like a magenta, cyan, and yellow sequence, which means it's the 2 LEDs because that's what happens when you combine the primary colors. So I hope this is what we want, and here we go.